Hey there, and welcome to the Become a Guitarist Today podcast with myself, Ellen Reid. Now, hopefully you recognise that song. It's from today's guest, which is Ellen Reid from the band Test Dummies. So today we talk about their Australian tour coming up, plus lots more. So check it out. And don't forget my sponsor, Tune Chaser. So Steve Rosen, the author of this great book here and the audiobook. So make sure you check out the audiobook on Soundwise and have a look at the hard copy. It's an amazing documentary story about Steve's time with Eddie Van Halen. So enjoy the podcast, and I'll see you on the next episode with my guest, Steve Rosen. Good morning. Hello. How are you?
I'm good. How are you?
I'm good, thank you. Where are you now at the moment? What's part of the...
I'm in Toronto. I'm at home.
Ah, okay. Toronto. Nice.
We've had a little bit of a break in between gigs, so...
So you guys are coming down in April, March next year? Or March, April?
March, April, yes.
Yeah.
Very excited.
So I think, was it last time you were here, was it 1992?
It was
Wow.
32 years. It'll be 33 years.
Yep.
Bananas.
Have you been here since, like either by yourself?
No.
Or, no?
No, has it changed?
Just a little bit, not too much.
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah, we're very excited to come back.
So you're doing the whole album, aren't you? Like from start to finish?
Yes, we're doing the whole album and other songs from albums that were sort of more popular. Yeah.
Yeah. So do you think you do it in order of the album or just...
I think we're going to do it. Well, we're going to do it in order of the album, but we might put a few songs in between just so that the flow of the show, like an album is different than a live show, obviously.
Exactly.
So we might have to put in a few songs just to keep the flow of the show going.
Yeah.
But you will hear all the songs. Yeah.
Yeah. No, it's really good. Because I was watching one of your live clips on YouTube, I think it was yesterday, from maybe last year, 2023.
Yeah.
And I noticed there was a few songs. I mean, it wasn't the whole album, but yeah, it was about like 4 or 5 songs that you played in a row in the same as the album. The God Shuffled His Feet. So yeah, and it worked well.
Yeah. Yeah. No, they work well because they are on the album together. But we can't do the third song in, so it won't be exactly in the order. But you will hear all the songs.
Yeah.
Sure.
Well, that was my next point. I was going to say, like, do you leave the big hit to the end, or leave it the same as the album?
Well, yeah, that's kind of, you got to keep people in their seats for a little while.
Yeah.
Yeah, we try to keep a good flow of up tempo, down tempo hits, maybe a little bit more deep tracks. But yeah, the shows have been going really well, so no complaints so far.
Yeah, that's good. Now you're just singing and playing tambourine and accordion, aren't you now? No keyboard?
Yes. No keyboard. We've hired a keyboard player. His name is Leith Fleming Smith, and he is so good.
Yeah.
I don't know if you've seen any of the YouTube of our lives, but yeah, he's kind of a showstopper. Leith is.
Yeah. So when did you decide to do that? Like, do no keyboards?
Well, I find it very, very stressful because I'm not a great keyboard player. I'm really not. That's not my strong point. And I'm not very good at, I don't do any programming or anything like that. So we just, Brad is very good to me, and he didn't want me to freak out and stress out on the road. So he just hired someone who knew what the hell he was doing, because I do not know what the hell I'm doing. So yeah, we just wanted to make it more of a professional show, and it gives me more of a chance to be up front, and
Yeah.
it just makes it for a better live show.
Yeah, for sure. I mean, so I'm not sure, people realize, especially here in Australia, like how much vocals you did do with the band, back then. It's like it's a lot of the songs you sing lead on as well, plus the great harmonies that you do. So yeah, so there are a lot of vocals there, aren't there, that you do yourself?
The harmonies are really where I feel I'm at my best. I like singing lead, but I don't want to do a lot. Like we only do one song with me singing lead in the set. And that's Pumpkinhead, which was a I don't know if it tracked in Australia or not, but it was a hit in Canada and the States. So that's sort of where I come out front and center.
Yeah, yeah. And how about with the accordion? How long have you been playing accordion for?
Oh, it really is just a sideways keyboard for me. I don't play the buttons, but don't tell anybody.
Okay.
Um, I had like a little student model when we first started recording back in 91. Um, and I've got a digital one now that is a little bit more uh, modern, up to date. But yeah, it's I don't play the accordion. I play the sideways keyboard.
That's really good. I've never played one before, so I wouldn't know.
The
So
buttons are very confusing.
yeah,
I tip my hat to real accordion players.
yeah. So it's pretty much the same, isn't it, as the piano or keyboard, like the way you press it.
Yeah, it's just smaller, obviously, because you can't wear 88 keys on your body.
Yeah.
But yeah, no, it's once you get used to the hang of it, it's no problem at all. Yep.
Okay. I'll have to try one day.
Yes, you will.
Yeah. Now, as far as the going back to the keyboards, so when is it Leaf? His name? Yeah, when he
Leaf.
took over, did you have a big part on like showing him what to do, or you just left it up to him to do whatever he wants?
No, he's just one of those people who like he really is an amazing musician and artist, and performer. He's really brought a lot to our live stage
Yeah.
show. So no, he just listened to the records and watched the like older live shows, because we had a different keyboard player, in 2018 to 2022. Um, so yeah, he just listened and watched, and
Yeah.
was just a no-brainer for him.
Yeah. Yeah, because I know for me, like because the band I'm in, I play guitar and keyboards sometimes, or guitar, but I think the hardest thing for me is like getting the right sounds on the keyboard. Yeah, yeah,
Yes, and that's where Leith really shines. He actually does he program for Synclavier or something like that? Like he really is like, just that's where he shines, is he makes sounds, and
yeah,
he's an evil genius, but uses his evil for good.
yeah. And so yeah, so after you do the first set, the guy shuffled his feet. You're going to do more of the other songs from the other albums. So
Yeah, and yeah, those will be peppered throughout too. We won't be
oh, okay.
playing, Odd Shuffled His Feet to the very end, because as I said, you can't play the big hits right away. You have to sort of pepper them in a bit, but all the songs will be played, and we'll have some stuff from our other albums, of course. Yeah, and even a new song.
Oh, really?
Yes, Brad's been writing again, and we've released one song, I think last year, called Sacred Alphabet,
Oh, yeah, I saw
and
that.
he's got another one in the can that's ready to go.
Oh,
So yeah, you're going to hear that too.
yeah. So do you think you guys would do? Because I know now these days, people are like just releasing singles, and as far as like they're not waiting to get the whole album out. It's like singles as you go. So do you think you guys will be the same?
Probably. Making a full length album just really isn't financially possible for a lot of artists these
Yeah.
days. And that's just not the way that music is sold and consumed. Albums, you stream it, you listen to a song at a time, you pick, 3 songs from an album that you like, and you listen to it. So yeah, no, we won't. I don't think we'll be putting out a full length album. Maybe, but who knows,
Mm.
never say never, but maybe an EP or something.
Yep.
I have no idea, but for the foreseeable future, I don't think there's going to be like a 12 song album kind of thing.
Yeah, yeah, it's definitely changed. I mean, you look at the way people do it now, listen to music, so it's totally different.
Different world, different
Yeah,
world.
exactly. Yeah. And how about your solo? Because I know you did a solo album as well, didn't you?
I did. I
Yeah.
did 23 years ago.
Oh, is that
Weird. I was only 3 at the time, so I don't know.
yeah. See, that, no, I
Yeah.
didn't realize it was that long ago.
I'm sorry?
I didn't realize it was
Yeah.
that long ago.
Oh
Wow.
yeah. Yeah.
Jeez.
Stuff's happened. The world has changed.
Yeah, that's right. So no news on a new solo album or any plans to do one?
No, no, right now I'm just happy to be able to tour with the guys and sort of have a little nostalgia trip. Um, but yeah, the music business, it's a tough place to be an artist these days. And unless you're in the upper echelons, you're really not going to be able uh, to make a huge go of it. We've been lucky that like I say, we're doing the nostalgia thing, and so people are coming to the shows. They're bringing their adult children, which is great. Um,
Yeah,
so we've sort of had a second lease on our career, so
yeah,
it's been
that's
pretty
good.
good.
Yeah, actually, I was talking to my sister-in-law yesterday. She's from Calgary in Canada.
Oh,
Yeah, and yeah, she was saying like you guys were huge back in the day. I mean, still are. But yeah, she's got the
not no, we're not huge, but we had a really good run back in the 90s. Totally grateful for that, and we're happy to be able to still fill rooms today.
yeah, yeah, it's good. Now going back to your influences, I heard another interview with I think you're on a keyboard show with some Aussie guys back in the day, talking about Aerosmith.
Oh God,
Yeah,
yes. Yeah, that was the one thing that sort of made me cool in junior high was that I was an Aerosmith nerd and I knew everything about them. Um, yeah, I don't think they influenced my musical style or my performance style. I don't have enough scarves or, snakeskin pants.
yeah,
But yeah, love me some Aerosmith.
yeah. That's really cool. So how about for like keyboard wise? Did you have any big influences or people you looked up for that?
I always loved Joe Jackson, and just the way he plays, and I just think the way he approaches the piano, well, and everything that he writes, it's just so musical and so interesting, and yet like it's interesting, but it's complicated, but he does it in a way that it doesn't sound complicated, if that makes sense.
Yeah,
He's just yeah, he's always been a big influence. And
yeah.
I got really into Tori Amos in the 90s too. I was really into the way that she sort of had a more delicate take on the piano.
Okay, yeah. So did you do like some of the songwriting back with Crash Test Dummies, or was it mainly just Brad?
Yeah, it was mainly Brad. I did a little bit of co-writing with them on the Give Yourself a Hand album.
Okay.
Yeah, but it's really, it's mainly Brad. Like he comes to us with the demo and we just fill it out with the way that, with our take on it. So the finished product is a product of the Crash Test Dummies, but the songs are written by Brad. Yeah, the
Yeah, okay.
bones. Yeah.
Yeah. Now, is it true that the song it's always a hard one to say that, isn't it? He wrote that song and like didn't have lyrics for the chorus, and that's how that come about?
Yeah,
Really?
that's exactly it. Yeah, he just hummed the chorus for the demo, and we just decided it sounded kind of cool, and yeah, it kind of just worked, and that worked in our favor too when they released the song, because it was a weird thing, and people in Canada and people in Australia and people in Germany and people everywhere could sing it because the chorus didn't have
Yeah,
a language.
that's right. Yeah, no, that's great. So what do you have planned from now till the Australian tour? You got more gigs in America?
Uh, Yeah, we've got 3 weeks in the States, and then October, November, we're in Europe and the UK. And then I think we have some time off. I don't know that they might fill it. And then yeah, March, April, or we're coming to Australia and New Zealand. Just very excited. And the response has been amazing. Um,
Yeah,
I
that's really
mean, it's the first day we were already like 25% sold. It's like
yeah.
very fast.
Yeah. No, that's great. That's really good.
Yeah, yeah, and Europe shows are selling out. We're really lucky that people still want to come and
Yeah.
walk moderately with us.
Oh, it's a great thing to have, and especially to do it now and travel the world, do what you love.
Well, we still can.
That's right. No, that's great. But yeah, I really look forward to the show. I'll be there. So
Awesome. Well, I
yeah,
look forward to seeing you there. Looking forward to coming down under again, and I don't know, having some Marmite or whatever.
Vegemite.
Vegemite, right? Sorry.
Yeah, that's it. That'd be good. Well, like you said, it hasn't really changed over the last 30 years. Just more houses, that's all.
Yeah, everywhere.
Yeah, that's right. All right, well, thank you again.
Thank you.
No problem. And I'll see you in March, April.
See you in March, April.
Okay, thank you. See you later. Bye bye.